going to be part 2 of my makeup declutter. If you have not seen part 1, I will link it in the cards for you. If you have seen part 1, then you know the drill. I'm basically going through my makeup collection and getting rid of stuff that I don't use, don't like, stuff that's grimy and expired, all of the above. And that's pretty much all that I have to say. So if you want to see me declutter some palettes, some powders, miscellaneous items, then let's go ahead and get started. I am absolutely dreading going through this container. These are eyeliners. This is a liner that came in my kit in brown. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I don't really use like pencil liners on other people. I don't know, I never reach for this. Getting rid of that. This is my NYC liquid liner in extreme black. This is my go-to liquid liner. I'm definitely keeping this. Let's talk about these pot liners, which I think I'm keeping all of these because they're just fun. I have 2 black ones, Swerve and Maybelline Blackest Black. This one's by ColourPop, the Swerve one. I think I'm going to keep the Maybelline one and maybe see if there's anyone in my life that wants a hand-me-down pot eyeliner and give them this Swerve color. Why does it look like there's so much gone? I never use this. So keep, toss. This one is also by ColourPop. It's called Fast Lane, and I've used this more than the black one, I think. It's a beautiful teal shade. I don't think they make this anymore, so I am gonna keep it. It's fun for like a fun eye look. These are also both hand-me-downs from my mom. But of course, this is the Bare Essentials Baseline Silky Cream Eyeliner. This one's in a rich plum, but I'm gonna keep it so that I reach for it, and this one is in deep brown. Also a really beautiful shade. I have to test these out more, and I'm sure they're not cheap, so I am definitely gonna keep these. I think I'm gonna get rid of all of the like liners that came in my kit because I just do not reach for them. Except for this one. This one's like green. It's a pretty like forest green shade. I never... That would be cool for like a fun look. So I am gonna keep that one, but I'm gonna get rid of... Wait, this one's like a navy blue. Wait, is it? It's called Moody Melody. That does not help me. I'm gonna get rid of this blue one and keep the green one. Let me just get all of these ColourPop ones out of the way because I'm keeping every single one. They're my favorite eyeliners like ever. All these shades are fantastic. I have a backup of the white one. It really brightens up your eyes. Love these. This is another product that came in my kit. It's a liquid liner, and I just don't reach for this. I don't use this ever on myself, on other people. I prefer the NYC one. The NYC one is so stinking cheap. I could probably just buy one, use it on a client, and then let them keep it. And I don't know. I never use this. I don't know if I've ever used this ever one time. Where did all of these even come from? This is an Avon eyeliner that I've had since I sold Avon, which was years ago. So I'm gonna get rid of this probably just because it's like expired. Whoa, there's like glitter in it. I didn't know that. It's really creamy though. I'm gonna get rid of it though because it's taking up space and it's probably expired. Bella Pierre Cosmetics Gel Eyeliner. Got that in a boxy charm. I'm gonna keep this. It's a good creamy staple liner. I'm gonna keep it. This is so bad. This is the Essence Kajal pencil in white. This was like super inexpensive, but this like, okay, it's pigmented enough, but it like scratches the crap out of my eyes. I can't deal. If I want a cheap white liner, I am going for ColourPop X's, so I'm gonna pass this one along. These are my Maybelline Master Duos. I don't really want either of these, to be honest. Black lacquer. This is like, I've repurchased this probably about 85 zillion times because this is the liner I used in high school, but I reach for NYC more often now, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is the same formula, but in bronze shimmer. I used this probably one time, and I don't like bronzy color of it. It's not really bronzy to me. It like looks like doo-doo, so I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. Another white liner. This one, okay. White liner that's literally turned yellow on the outside. It looks pigmented enough, but like, I haven't even had this for that long and it's yellow. That's nasty, so I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. This one came in my kit also plain black. Ooh, that one looks really pigmented. I'm gonna keep this for my kit, actually. This is the Butter London Winky Eye Pencil in the shade Brown Sugar. I remember really liking this. It gets buried under all the crap that I keep for no reason, so I am gonna keep this. It's a beautiful brown shade, similar to one of my ColourPop ones, but this one's much more neutral brown. The ColourPop Mr. Bang is really warm. This is a Mary Kay eyeliner in Steely. It's like a blue shade, I think. Okay, that one's getting thrown away. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in blacker, like lacquer, but blacker. Oh, that's funny. This is a really great eyeliner. It's very creamy, unbelievably pigmented. Look at that, holy heckin' bob. And then a couple more Bare Minerals eyeliners. That's pretty. I'm gonna keep that. The dark blue eyeliner actually reminds me of my mom. My mom used to put this in her waterline all the time. That brown's really pretty too. I'm gonna keep both of these. I need to use these more. Man, I wish these things didn't have holes in them. All right, moving right along. Let's keep this going. This container back here houses a lot of my compacts that I like never use like ever. So some of this stuff I'm probably gonna be getting rid of. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. I just recently bought this and I've only tried it once, so I am gonna keep it just to give it a fair shot, test it out a little bit more. I'm keeping this just because it's freaking expensive. It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Press in Prosecco Pop. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I think I can try and pull it off when I have a tan, but it is pretty dark on me, but it is beautiful and you can't go wrong with this formula. So I am gonna keep this. I think I'm actually gonna pass this along. I love the Vivid Baked Highlighters by Makeup Revolution, but this one in Golden Lights, it's like a white, but it has such a strong gold duochrome shift to it. It looks yellow to me and I don't know, I don't love this shade, so I am going to pass this one along. This is that powder foundation I was talking to you guys about. It's the Bare Minerals Ready SPF foundation. Yeah, I think this is the darker shade. This could never work on my skin tone, so I am gonna pass this one along as well. e.l.f. Matte Blush Duo in Rosy Flush. Oh, I used to use this a lot when I first got it, but I just don't really reach for it much anymore. And when I do reach for it, I pretty much just use this one or I mix it together. I'm not really about these like super light peachy blushes. Ooh, I don't know about this one. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. Man, what broke in here? Do you see all this nastiness? This is ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and Smoke and Whistles. I really like this shade. I probably just put it down here because I didn't have enough room in my organizer up here in this drawer, but now that I cleared it out, I'm gonna move this one up here. I'm gonna keep this just because it was limited edition. It's so beautiful. It sort of has memories attached to it. This is the Too Faced Soulmates Blushing Bronzer in the shade Ross and Rachel. The packaging is adorable. The product isn't bad. I don't use the product that often, but like I said, it's just more sentimental than anything, and it's limited edition, so I don't want to get rid of it. So these are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palettes. This is Dulce de Leche. This is the one that I love and use all the time. This one is Caramel Toffee. My mom must have sent me this one. This is not her shade, girl. I'm gonna pass this one along probably. But I am keeping this. I love the highlight shade to layer underneath my eyes or underneath my contour. I love these powders. They're so soft and buttery and cheap. I'm gonna keep it. Studio Makeup HD Finishing Powder. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I've literally used it once, so I'm gonna give it another shot. This is the Vintage Illuminating Face Highlighter Set in Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. I got this in a BoxyCharm. Again, I never stinking reach for this. I've used it on more than one occasion, but this one's too dark for me and this one's too pink for me. I think I'm going to pass this one along. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. There's a matte one and a glow one. I'm keeping this simply because I haven't given this a fair shot. I got this in a BoxyCharm as well, and I think I've used it maybe twice, maybe even once, I don't really know. So I'm gonna keep this just to give it a fair shot and find somewhere better to store it. The reason I don't use most of these powders is because I keep them like down here shoved in the back of my drawer. I need to figure out a way to store my stuff so that way everything actually gets used. This little compartment back here is all lashes. I'm obviously not going to give anyone lashes. I just need to go through these and like throw them away. So we're gonna skip this little compartment because I'm not gonna gift people used lashes. That's nasty. Fourth drawer down, this one's gonna hurt, you guys. This one is going to hurt. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of many of these. I really don't. These are like, these are my babies. Like my palette collection. Let's try and hustle through it. Real Her Shadow Palette and Do Your Squats. This, I honest to goodness just haven't given it a fair shot. I'm gonna keep this. These are my Wet n Wild palettes. I don't reach for these nearly as much as I thought that I would. I am going to pass these along. They're pretty inexpensive, but they did just come out with, I think it's a new formula. I know it's new packaging, but they came out with this same palette. And then this one I never reached for. I did a video when I first got this using this palette, and I don't think I've even touched it since. So I'm gonna pass both of these along. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette in Cool Down. So my tones, so beautiful. These mauvey, taupey, rosy colors. I love these colors, but I do need to reach for this more often, but like I'm not gonna get rid of it because then how am I supposed to reach for it if I get rid of it? I use this shade here all the time as a face highlight. It's so stunning, love it. Keeping, what is this bad boy? Oh, this is the Elle blush palette in light. I wanna keep this so badly, but I never reach for this. But it's only $6. Oh, I never reach for this, but I wanna keep it so that I reach for it. I know that that's my excuse for everything, but I'm gonna keep this. This is my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. Again, I got this in a BoxyCharm. This one is cute. It's got like some cool tones, some warm tones, some neutrals. It's got a beautiful layout, a beautiful mirror. Oh, I want to keep this one too, but like I feel like I almost can't justify keeping it because I never reach for it. I used it for like 2 videos. I think I'm gonna pass this one along. But look at the packaging. Oh, you guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling so much. Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I freaking love this palette. I'm planning on using this palette today. Definitely keeping, and it's kind of expensive for like how much product you get. I feel it like seems kind of small to me for like a $40 palette. Like dang girl, I'm keeping that. Obviously keeping these, my Naked Basics by Urban Decay. These are phenomenal palettes. Such a beautiful formula. I reach for these all the time. And again, they're expensive little suckers, so I'm gonna keep both of these. This is my Milani Bare Necessities. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I never reach for this. I wanted to try it out just because I feel like the drugstore sort of lacks in like really good eyeshadow palettes, and it's not bad, that's not what I'm saying. I just don't reach for this. I think I am gonna pass this one along. Do I have to say anything? Morphe and Kathleen Lights, obviously I'm keeping it. It's a limited edition and I am a diehard Kathleen fan, so I'm keeping It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, most reached for palette probably out of all of my palettes. Keeping. This is probably second most used. Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, absolutely stunning. I love it. This is the first palette that I bought and reviewed like for my channel, on my channel, and it has sentimental value. So even if I hated it, I'd probably keep it. This is my little Life palette. People make palettes out of all their favorite singles and call it their Life palette. So I mean, I'm obviously keeping this one. It's a ColourPop palette. These are super cheap, highly recommend. But yeah, I'm keeping all of these because I really like them. This is the Winky Lux Kitten palette. This I've reached for already more than I thought I would. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's got sort of like a weird color selection, but I feel like that's why I like it. Because when I'm thinking like, oh, let's do a fun look with like a deep teal blue, or like let's do a fun look with a berry, I automatically think of this palette. So I am gonna keep this just because I don't have anything else like it in my collection. I'm keeping my ColourPop palettes. Obviously, ColourPop makes my favorite eyeshadows like ever, so I'm gonna keep it. This is my Femme Rosa Carucci and ColourPop collection She palette, and this is the I Think I Love You palette. So good, keeping them both. This one I'm keeping mostly for this stinking blush. This was a limited edition palette and I actually got it on like crazy sale. This blush is so stunning. Again, with these purple taupey tones. These are totally up my alley. Love it. Keeping. This is the Real Her Be Fearless Be Limitless blush kit. I feel like I just kind of want to get rid of this, but I just recently got it, so I feel like I need to give it more of a shot before I get rid of it. Plus I really love the shade Unstoppable. I've reached for it on several occasions. I'm gonna give this one a little bit more of a shot before I get rid of her. What is this one? Oh, this is the Wet n Wild Au Naturel Bare Necessities palette. My mom sent me this. Again, I'm gonna get rid of this one because I believe they came out with these exact shades in the new formula, new packaging palettes, and I wanna get my hands on like all of those palettes, so I am going to probably find a new home for this one. If not, I'll probably just pitch it. Do I have to say anything about these either? These are my 3 favorite Naked palettes. I do have the Smoky, and we'll get there eventually. I think I might pass that one along. But this is the Urban Decay Naked, Naked 2, and Naked 3. I love them all. I actually think I prefer the 2 and the 3. This one's rosy toned and this one's cool tone. You've seen these palettes. You know what these palettes are about. I'm keeping them all. These are amazing staple palettes. Love them. Obviously, I'm keeping this Kathleen Lights and Makeup Geek highlighter palette. I love this shade here. Keeping it. I actually might get rid of this one. Pure Soiree Diaries. I kind of want to get rid of this one, but I feel like it's another one where I just haven't given it a fair shot. I need to put like a pile of makeup that I like need to use more, that I need to test out so I know whether or not I want to keep it, because it sits here in my desk for months and I never touch it. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I want to keep it. Like, girl, I need to get my stuff together. I did love this the one time that I used it in that video. Got this in a BoxyCharm, and my friend Misty from Misty J here on YouTube, she commented and said that this is one of her like go-to palettes and she got it in her box. So I feel like I need to give it more of a shot before I get rid of it. Obviously, I'm keeping this one. Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow Face Palette, something or other. I don't know, it's a hot mess, as you can tell. I've broken this. This is Prosecco Pop. This is a beautiful blush, but it's broken. This is a limited edition palette, but I love it. I reach for Champagne Pop all the time. Keeping. Girl, you are nuts if you think I'd ever get rid of this. This is a $50 5-pan eyeshadow palette. I had to see what the hype was about in terms of Natasha Denona shadows, and I gotta be honest, I never reached for this. I keep it because it was that freaking expensive, and this shade right here is like probably the most beautiful eyeshadow I've ever seen ever in my entire life, but obviously I'm keeping this because that would literally be like $50 down the drain. This one, oh, I don't know, I might get rid of this Blink and BoxyCharm Electric Eyes palette. They're all shimmers, they're beautiful tones. I can't get rid of it, I'm keeping it, sorry. You know what, I don't know, I feel like I might give this to my mom. Hannah, you never touch this, just give it to your mom. These here are my Z palettes, which I don't think I really want to go through these because I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything. There's a couple of ColourPop shadows in here. I'm definitely not getting rid of those. There's a couple of Coastal Scents. I might get rid of some of those. And there's some Makeup Geek. Probably won't get rid of any of those. They're my Z palettes. I'm keeping these. All right, now here on the side are some face palettes. These are my favorite blushes of all time. Coastal Scents blush pots, keeping these. Ulta Mad for Mauve blush kit, keeping these. I've only ever really used raspberry and need to test out some of the other springy shades. The Highlight and Contour palette by IBY Beauty. I do really like the formula of these, but if I reach for a contour kit, I reach for the NYX one. So I actually think I might pass this one along. I don't really reach for this that often. And again, I got it in a BoxyCharm, so it's not like I paid full price for it. I'm going to spread the love on this one. This is what I was talking about, the NYX Highlight and Contour Kit. This is what I reach for most often in terms of contouring kits. I love this shade here. Stunning, keeping this. And this I'm keeping just because it's got a lot of staples and it was a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie. It's the Benefit Cheekathon palette. It's got Hoola, which is a go-to, and a bunch of different blushes. I kind of want the other palette, what is it called? The Cheek Parade one, just because I want to try Hoola Light, because I'm pretty pasty, but yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Whew, girl, almost there. This here is my ColourPop little quad palette. This is what I like to call my reject palette. This is that Mary Kay blush that we were talking about. These are a couple of Coastal Scent shades that I really love. Some random purple eyeshadow I got sent because my package took too long, and a Wet n Wild shade. I'm definitely keeping the Coastal Scents ones. Those are like more recent additions to my collection, so I'm gonna keep those. Wet n Wild Nutty, I never reach for it, but it is such a stunning shade. If I get rid of any of these, it's gonna be this purple one. All right, and then these here are my most used ColourPop eyeshadows, so I'm not gonna get rid of any of these really because they're my most used, they're my favorites. This is Wet n Wild Sugar. It's a beautiful sort of shimmery white shade, so I'm gonna keep that as well. Here's where we actually might get into declutter some stuff. Oh my gosh, I've been looking everywhere for this. Are you joking? This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. This is like one of my favorite brow products of all time. Well, that's another reason to go through your makeup, people, because you'll find stuff you thought you lost. All right, so in here, this is the Bare Minerals Fabulous Eye Color Palette. My mom sent me this as well. I think I'm gonna pass this along. I think someone will get more use out of this than I do. This I could never get rid of, even though I don't really use this as much anymore. It's a Wet n Wild 6-pan palette in Pride. The only reason I keep this is for this beautiful matte white. It's the most pigmented matte white you'll ever find ever, which is a staple if you're as fair as me. This I would never get rid of just for memories. I don't think I've ever even swatched this, but I bought this at the Sephora along the Champs-Elysees in Paris, so I'm keeping. Obviously, it comes with 9 eyeshadows, a blush on one side, and then 4 lip products on the other side. So I'm keeping this solely for memories. I'm gonna pass this along as well. Ew, why is it like wet? Maybe I'm not gonna pass this along. Maybe I'm gonna throw this away. And this is by CoverGirl. This is Sheerly Nudes. I don't know where this came from either. You guys, I don't think you can understand how bad my throat hurts. I've literally been talking for like an hour. This here is the Buxom Color Choreography eyeshadow in Burlesque. My mom must have sent me this as well. These are really pretty, man. Why don't I reach for these? I'm gonna keep this just to get myself to use it. Again, this is one of those things that I just can't let go of. It's another discontinued Wet n Wild freaking product. These shadows are incredible, blendable, pigmented, beautiful, purple, love it. And this is the Naked Cosmetics. Naked Cosmetics. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's beautiful. If I am thinking that I wanna do like a cranberry look, I usually go for this one. But with that being said, I've used this maybe like 3 to 5 times. think I'm going to pass this along. We have just a little bit left to go down here. Now this drawer down here, I'm keeping like basically everything. This is nail stuff. These are like extra Z palette magnets, disposable spoolies, my palette, some alcohol cleaning supply stuff, and this is all hair stuff, so I'm keeping all of that stuff. But this, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall over. But this little cubby is what I need to go through. Lord, most of this stuff is Bare Minerals stuff, which guess what? My mama gave me. And it's not that I don't appreciate it when my mom sends me stuff. I truly appreciate it. She knows how much I love makeup. She likes to share the wealth as much as I do. And you know, if she's gonna give it to me and I'm not gonna use it, she isn't gonna want me to like keep it and just let it collect dust. I'm gonna need to find some stuff, a new home. But this here is by ColourPop. It's called Tasty. It's like a super shock highlighter. It's a really pretty color, but this is also really old. I think this was in my first ever ColourPop purchase ever. The first time I ever ordered off of ColourPop, I think I ordered this. It's really beautiful, but I don't reach for it. It's very similar to Milani Luminoso. I believe they're about the same price, but the formula is different. So, I mean, if you're looking for a dupe, these two are ridiculously similar. Bare Minerals Diamond Light Mineral Veil Finishing Powder. Oh, I wanna try this. Oh, it's pink. What the heck, Bob? Oh, but it does like sheer out, doesn't it? You know what, I'm keeping this just because I wanna try it. I've never tried this. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. My mom's probably like, I'm done sending you makeup, man. You never even use it. This is a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and Over the Moon. It's like a pearlescent, iridescent, dewy chrome. Okay, I can't get the purple to show up on camera, but it's got like a purple tinge to it, and I'm gonna keep it just for, you know, fun looks. This is the Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. I don't love this, but I am gonna keep it for comparison purposes and because I hope that one day I just use it and fall in love with it because everybody else seems to love it. Why can't I? This is a Bare Minerals blush in Frisky. I'm gonna pass this along just because it's not a color that I reach for all that often. Okay, this is the Bare Minerals Matte Foundation. Broad Spectrum SPF 15. It's in the shade Fair. This actually is the one that I bought myself because I don't think my mom gets the matte ones. She just gets the OG. I did purchase this myself. This was not a hand-me-down from my mom, so I think I'm going to pass this along because this one is much less used and I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of a matte product now that my skin is so much drier. So I am gonna find this puppy a new home. I'm getting my piles mixed up. That's my keep stuff. That's my get rid of stuff, okay. Illuminating Mineral Veil. This looks pretty new. It's brand spanking new. I'm gonna keep that. Or maybe does that mean I should donate it? Since this one is brand new, I wanna keep it, but I feel like that's even more of a reason to donate it because it's brand new. Somebody else might appreciate. This has been sitting in my drawer for so long and I didn't even know it. All right, I'm gonna donate this. I'm gonna spread the wealth. 2018 New Year's resolution, be more generous. Donate it. A couple more ColourPop products that I don't think I can get rid of. Butterfly Beach, actually I might get rid of this one. Ooh, I don't know. This was one of my first ColourPop. That's really deep. That probably would not work on my skin tone. I'm gonna find that one a new home too. This one here is Candyman, also way too deep for my skin. This one's like way too deep for my skin tone. I said I would use it as an eyeshadow, but the only reason I have it in the first place is because I got it for free because ColourPop was doing one of those little promo things, you know, but it's just way too dark. You know what, the more I look at Butterfly Beach, the more I'm like just mesmerized by it. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm definitely gonna get rid of Candyman. It's just way too dark on me. I have some friends this might work for, so I'm gonna pass that along. You guys, I think I might keep Butterfly Beach. Maybe I'll be able to pull this one off with a tan also. I say that like I tan a lot, because I don't. Flawless Radiance. Doesn't seem to be much in here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Advanced Clear Radiance. Brand spanking new. I'm gonna donate this. Bare Minerals Original, Fairly Light. My mom is a little bit deeper in skin tone than me. I could probably pull this off when I have a tan. Otherwise, I think it might just be too dark on me. These are both the same thing. This one looks like basically empty and this one looks like it's got more left. I'm gonna pass these along. Advanced Clear Radiance. This is the same thing that I just put in the donate pile because it was brand spanking new. That is beautiful. It's like kind of scary at first. It looks like it's gonna be like glittery and pink on the face, but once you blend it in, it looks really, really beautiful. Warmth. I have I have very fond memories of getting into my mom's makeup and grabbing warmth and literally just like piling it all over my face. I looked like an Oompa Loompa. It was a horrible experience. It was kind of hilarious, but I was terrified that my mom was gonna get mad at me for wasting her stuff. But I don't know, I think it's too deep on me, so I'm gonna pass this along as well. Showtime Radiance. That looks really pretty, but kind of glittery. I'm gonna pass that one along. This looks like more limited edition packaging. Blush in Ginger Spice. There's a little diagram to show you where the blush goes. That's pretty helpful, huh? This is unopened. Do I want that? I don't even know if that color would really work for me. I'm gonna donate this as well. This here is a little powder stack. Obviously, this came in my kit for school, so I'm gonna keep this in my kit. So Fab blush. A little bit too deep on me. I'm gonna pass that along. Vintage Pearl blush. Again, I don't really go for colors like this. I'm gonna pass this one too. Brightening Mineral Veil. That's like very peachy. That is brightening, but I feel like it's just like too deep. I'm gonna pass this along too. Original Mineral Veil, almost empty, but I am gonna keep this, try and finish this off because my mom loves this stuff. She's literally been using this since I was in middle school probably. This is a beautiful blush called Tickled. Unopened. Do I wanna keep this one? It's like a really pinky blush. I'm gonna donate this one. I don't need it, I have enough freaking makeup. Secret, this one looks too dark on me. I feel like I already put one of these in the pile. I'm gonna pass this one along. So Fab, I know I just put this somewhere. Again, that's like way too dark on me, holy cow. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we made it. Good night, I'm gonna go take a nap. So that's everything for part 2. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see a part 3 with my lip products and a couple of other single shadows, things like that. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. It was like I put on this full face of makeup to like film an intro and an outro, and that's it. I'm about to go take some hella selfies.